Ateet bhai, it's been a while that we've seen you in India.
Yeah.
How's the energy like?
Oh, it's awesome, man. I missed Bangalore like crazy. Like the minute I landed here, it was almost nostalgic. I was telling my friends, oh, I really miss this city. Though I've had such crazy memories with this city that I shouldn't come back here. But man, I love it. I love this place.
So you are someone who's fought the who's who of Indian MMA. You fought Kanta Rajagasa,
Yeah.
and now you're taking on an undefeated prospect.
Yeah.
So what's your energy like? How's the fight camp been?
Man, the fight camp has been great. My energy is always like this only, where I like to take on hard fights, fights that not many people want in a hurry, right? Like nobody wants to fight Dinesh in a hurry. I don't know why, right? Nobody wanted to fight Kantha or Roshan in a hurry. But as a fighter, what I believe in is that we got to fight like the best, and that's what makes you great. So if you don't test yourself against the best, then what's the point in
Makes
fighting?
sense. Makes sense.
Right, like so many fighters right now have been taking up just these shitty fights, fighting babies and then building records of like 8090, but when they come to the real guys, man, they get smoked. So you know what it's like, and then they just they give everybody a bad name, man. Yeah, so it's a real sport. They got to be real.
Yeah. You hadn't fought in a while. It's
Yeah.
been a while since we've seen last inside the octagon.
Yeah.
So what's the energy you're expecting in the cage on April 18th? And what's your
Man.
mindset like?
Man, the minute this fight got booked, I was super excited. Usually I'm a little anxious, when I'm going to fight. I'm a little like, I'm going to fight. So I've got some anxiety. But this time I was telling everyone that I'm so excited to get back in there. It's almost like I was missing it. And I spent 2 years or 3 years in Bali actually just training for these moments. But I had a lot of cancellations on the way. And when that happened, I said, okay, so I just took it in my stride. And I said, okay, let's use this time to actually train,
Yeah.
get better, so that when I do make a comeback, then people will not see the old me. Remember, you can be shit for a long time, but then all you need is one fight, where
course.
people will remember you forever.
And the last time we spoke, you mentioned something along the lines that 2011 there was a drastic incident that happened in your life. That pushed,
2014.
2014 there was something that happened in
Yeah,
your life that
yeah.
pushed you to training.
Yeah.
So do you still approach fighting and the fight game with that self-defense sort of approach, or you've evolved more into like an athlete, or you think of it as a professional sport?
No, so what actually, you're right. What happened in 2011 was I was in Bangalore, and then even like in Kormangla, only beside Empire, my friends and we got cornered by these local guys, right? Just being crazy, and then they threatened to stab me. And when I felt like I couldn't do anything, I just decided, okay, I need to do something that is going to help me in life, like for self defense. So I ended up taking up this sport and I started training. But then I was still doing it for fun. But then I started taking this really seriously once I got arrested and I came out. And then I said, no, I'm just giving myself like a bad name. People shouldn't remember me like this. So then I started taking this a lot more seriously, so that people would understand that everybody goes through struggles,
Yeah.
right? Everybody goes through a lot of setbacks. But what makes you who you are is what you do, is how you face those setbacks, actually.
Yeah.
So a lot of people crumble, but the ones who come out from those setbacks are the ones who people remember. Yeah?
100%.
People love an underdog story, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
Now coming through all those chapters of your life, and it has come full circle back to Bangalore,
Oh yeah.
where you're part of this massive Immortal Fighting
Yes.
Championship card. What's the energy like about the card? What the arrangements? Everything about the
Oh my god, I love this because I love this whole organization right now, because the person who's organizing it, Shiv, we grew up doing this together.
Yeah.
Like we first started doing MMA in 2011, 2012. We were doing this together. Like Shiv would train in a different gym and I would train in a different gym, and we hated each other first. Like he wanted to get somebody to beat me up, he wanted to beat me up, and I wanted to beat him up. But then after that, years later, we met, right? And then we became really good friends. We lived in each other's houses, we ate each other's foods. Then and now we've come a long way from not having anything to having a lot of things, alhamdulillah. Where we didn't have enough money to even take the bus to go to train. We would walk to the gym, or sometimes we would illegally get on the train and not even book tickets and get to the gym just so that we could train. But then from there, if like we've come to a point where Shiv has enough money to promote this sport, to bring it to younger generations, to show what the younger generations are actually doing to make India proud at this level.
Yeah,
And the fact that even I've come up to a point where I can travel and train at an international fight camp, man, life has been like very generous to me, I
yeah,
would say. Yeah, to Shiv, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
And who better? I mean, to do this card and build this card with someone who you walked this chapter with.
Yeah, absolutely. I was talking to Shiv the other day and I was telling him, Shiv, remember that we didn't even have the money to get on the bus and we would just stand on the side of the bus and we would just make it to training. And Shiv was like, yeah, now can you imagine we have enough money to book a stadium and to call fighters, and not only fight local fighters but international fighters to come and fight on his card? Man, that is huge, huge. He is going to give a lot. He's going to give the biggest MMA promotion in this country a run for its money. Give him a year, and you would see the likes of MFN knocking on his doorstep,
Yeah,
wanting to collab with him. Yeah, and that is something which is huge. It's huge.
you heard the man. Also, just before we go, you have two more teammates of yours fighting on the card.
Yes,
Do
I
you have a
do.
message to the fans to tune into their fights?
Yes, I do. I have some really good teammates fighting on this card. We've got Sohail Gul Khan, one of my one of my teammates from Calcutta, right? And I have Himanshu Kaushik, who's been a legend of the sport in the country. I don't have to introduce
Absolutely,
him.
absolutely.
So we have these two guys fighting on the card, and they're both super exciting fighters. Like Sohail's racked up like a 3-1 record, but that too at an international level. Himanshu Kaushik, like a legend of the sport, like got a crazy record beating
Yeah,
everybody right now. Like his last fight was against a UFC, like a road to UFC veteran, right? So I think these guys, you got to look out for them, man. These guys are getting
absolutely,
dangerous.
absolutely. You heard the man. Tune into Immortal Fighting Championship on April 18th and do not miss his fight.
Do not
I'm
miss
here
it.
with Ateet Kelvin. Let's go.